The immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm going to be talking about Nintendo Switch. Can it still be the best-selling console for the holiday 2020? And I think it's going to be a resounding yes, and I'm going to explain why. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for watching my channel. If you are new, please hit that like and subscribe button and click the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. So, Nintendo Switch. There's a lot of talk about the new consoles coming out. PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X, but you know, the Nintendo Switch is still selling significantly more than any other console. And so, why is that? I think there's many factors. I'm going to talk about some of those in today's video. And you know, I was a critic of the Nintendo Switch when it came out. You know, the Wii U was kind of a disaster. And I just didn't know what to think of the Switch when it came out. I was kind of a critic of it. I was wrong, and it's proven itself to be what people want in the past 3.5 years. And so Nintendo Switch just hit another milestone. It's the best, most consecutive sales on top every month for 22 months in the United States. It beat the previous record held by the Xbox 360, which the Xbox 360 from August of 2011 to April 2013 was the best-selling console. The Switch just beat that. And so why is that? I think the Nintendo Switch caters to families, but more importantly, Nintendo was smart consolidating their handheld department with their console department into one platform. I think that's really been a key for them as a smaller company to merge those and to focus onto one platform, because it's really catering to both handheld and console. That's super important. I think that's been a huge benefit of the Nintendo Switch. It's something that you can take on the go. I know in my own household that even though I don't take it out of the household that much, I have a couple different docks in my house where I can just pick it up and take it to another TV. That's super convenient. And so I really love that portable factor of the Nintendo Switch. It's really easy to share it with another television set with an additional dock, as well as just, I think it's pretty easy for kids to figure out. I know in my own household, you know, I have a middle school kid and an elementary kid, and they pick up and play it and feel very comfortable. And so, you know, I think it's very family friendly as well. And although, you know, the Nintendo Switch in the long run will have to address in terms of being able to port some of those newer games, it has a great library, as well as, you know, the only place to check out Nintendo franchises. And so there's a wide variety of gaming. I think they've done a good job of having that family-friendly content, but also including and doing a better job at getting other content for mature gamers. The Witcher 3, Diablo 3, Doom series, the list goes on and on. Hades was a new kind of a new release. I'm really enjoying that game, and you know, they're doing a good job at kind of getting a pass with everything. They do and offer a wide variety of gaming. Now, it's not going to appeal to everybody, but I think they're doing a good job at offering a wide variety of software on their platform, and it's good enough. And so, you know, as a media device, I don't really recommend the Nintendo Switch, but as a gaming device, a focused gaming device, it's doing a great job, and I think that's why it's appealing. The third-party support on it is excellent. And so, you know, the indie support especially, you know, I have a buddy, and he hasn't been a big Nintendo fan since probably the Super Nintendo. And hands down, the Nintendo Switch, I talked to him recently, and he says hands down the Nintendo Switch is his favorite console of all time. And I talked to him, and he says it's kind of like Nintendo was finally listening to all the games that I ever wanted on their platform, and it's just doing a good job at offering. You know, their shop, their eShop too, is so much better in my opinion than the 3DS to navigate. You know, even just getting games, it's easy to search for, you know, cheap games on sale, best selling. I think that's a really nice addition to the Switch. And just another example too, they give a bonus of gold coins for specific titles that you purchase, and you can use those gold coins to pick up additional games. Well, I had a bunch of extra gold coins, and I went on the eShop, and I was able to purchase several inexpensive games at the cost of nothing. And so it was really cool to do that. I think that's a really neat feature, and really can see that appealing to many people. And so I think the bigger issue is, although the buzz is around the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, they're very expensive and going to be hard to find. That $500 price tag before getting a game, for the price of a Nintendo Switch, a standard edition at $300, you can pick up an extra controller and several games before you hit that $500 price point. Now, if you're on a budget, you have the Switch Lite. Even though that's not my favorite, I know that some families are considering that because of that inexpensive price point of $200. That's still very affordable, and especially now. We are not in the best of shape as a nation, as a planet right now, and so that price point is really important, especially going into kind of an uncertain holiday. I think this holiday might be a little bit different, and so I think that's going to be great for Nintendo. Because there's going to be tons of software sales currently on current gen, not just Switch, but PlayStation 4 and Xbox One as well. And so those are all several reasons why the Switch is so successful. But really comes down to the games and the games that they provide on their platform. I think Nintendo does a great job of offering their own exclusive games. Breath of the Wild is still selling. They have new games coming out. The Mario Kart Live Home Circuit looks to be a hit. That my own kids saw that and said, they might want that for Christmas. Animal Crossing is still the #1 game my middle school kid is playing over and over again. He plays it weekly with all the events and stuff. You have Pikmin 3 coming out. Mario 3D All-Stars, was a great choice, and that's selling pretty good. But then you also have, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart, all the other Mario games, including and then you have Minecraft, Stardew Valley, and even in my own classroom that I teach, kids are talking about Minecraft Dungeons. It wasn't my favorite game, but that's the game that they're playing, and that's kind of a good indicator on what, kids are talking about is important. And so, yes. All right, so that is several factors why the Switch is outselling other platforms, and I predict that it is going to be the #1 holiday console that's going to sell more than other consoles just because of all those factors. What do you think? Are you a Nintendo Switch fan? Do you own one? Do you play it? Comment below, as I always love to hear your comments about kind of what you're gaming and what you're playing. And as always, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and click the bell to be notified as I upload videos every week. Thank you so much for watching this. This is the Immortal John Hancock. You take care.